Yes, time to talk about the best superhero game of all time.
You mean Square Enix's The Avengers?
Oh, yeah, kurwa.
Come on, man. It wasn't that funny.
Yeah.
It's more sad than anything.
Actually, you're close. Speaking of the Avenger, it is the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
The GOAT of superhero games. Oh my god, the amount of time I sank into this game as a kid and played it with all my friends and shit was a lot. A great deal. And it's from the same studio as that made Hit and Run.
Would you look at that?
Which not to get ahead of ourselves, but that is my number one favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
So
some about destruction and cars blowing up.
Motherfucker, So Radical Entertainment were really good at what they did.
They're really catering to your sensibilities specifically.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Man, it's just okay. I mean, yeah, it's a fairly old. It's not exactly modern.
Right. It's one of those games that doesn't hold up as well if you were playing it for the first time ever in 2024.
But it does. It absolutely does.
But
this
it
game
does.
Kicks fucking ass. It was way ahead of its time, man.
All right. So describe it. Is there even a point in describing the plot of the game?
It's, you're just Bruce and Abomination's being a bitch, and you got to stop him. That's the story of the game.
Sounds like a pretty complicated story to me.
But really, the cream of the crop is just going into the city and just fucking shit up.
Yeah.
It is so goddamn fun. The amount of moves there are in the game, and you get moves by buying, like with currency that you get by just destroying shit, is so damn fun. You get like the goddamn elbow drop, you get the uppercut, you get the cannonball, you get like the missile throw, you get the steel fist, you get the shield that you can surf on, and you can like kick the shield into like a guy. You get like all the grab moves, and you get like the throwing moves while you're running, and you get your ultra moves like the ground pound, the sonic clap. Holy shit. So much.
Rip my shirt open.
So
if you
much.
kept
And then
going.
all the costumes, dude. You get Joe Fixit. Goddamn, dude, Joe Fixit was so. I don't even know what he's from.
He's from the Incredible Hulk comics. I feel like there are so many characters in Marvel that just become Hulks at some point. Like not all of them are Bruce Banner, but because they're all very. It's kind of like Spider-Man costumes. They're all very similar builds, so you can just slap those skins into a Hulk game or a game that has Hulk in it.
Yeah, but it was purely cosmetic in this game.
Yeah, there's nothing. You could be Red Hulk.
Except Joe Fixit had a lot of liners because he talks.
Yeah.
And it just, a lot of the lines, does this bug you? Does this bug you? Does this bug you? Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bitch.
Whoa.
Yeah, he says bitch in the game. That was awesome.
Whoa. That's not the Hulk that these kids are growing up with.
And then you get like the Badlands section, because there's like 2 maps, but that one is very open because it's like desert, so not nearly as fun as the city.
Also, isn't that later in the game too?
Yeah, it's like halfway through the game you unlock that section. But yeah, man, it's just the shit I used to do. I used to like, because you could pick people up, and if you hit like the triangle or like whatever the top button is on whatever console you're playing, you put them down and you pet them. So what I used to do, I would grab people, like go to a top of a building. I would like pet them, like act like I was like, oh, you're okay. And then I'd grab one of like the poles and just smack the shit out of them. And they just go like flying. And then like the whole concept behind like this steel fist. You pick up a car, you break it apart, and you smash it together. Yeah,
he does that in the MCU Hulk movie.
He does it in the movie. But like that always was funny to me because it's just like a dude in there, and you like just fucking break his car apart and like just straight up kill him.
It's like on his commute to work, and he's getting picked up, and he's like, "Sir, I think I'm gonna be a little late." And then he's ripped in half.
Yeah,
something
dude.
like that.
that crazy shit, man. I used to just like grab light posts and just like fucking play baseball with people.
Yeah, it's sort of
fucked up.
Hulk is
It's so fun.
Hulk is one of those superheroes that you really, if you make a game about him, you have to make him a morally ambiguous character. Because he's capable. The only way to make a Hulk game fun is to just let you smash whatever you want. And sometimes that includes people, which means that Hulk can't be entirely a good guy. Same with the Venom levels in Ultimate Spider-Man, where you could just eat people, because that's how you regain your health, because you slowly lost health over the course of playing as Venom, so you had to like literally eat people. And it's just like, man, superhero games where you could do that kind of shit, they don't get made anymore.
Yeah.
Now you get, the Spider-Man PlayStation, the Sony Spider-Man games, which, they're great. They're great. We love them. But there's not a whole lot of civilian casualties in those games caused by Spider-Man. The previously mentioned the Avengers game, the live service Avengers game that, for whatever reason, Rocksteady decided to emulate when they made the Kill the Suicide Squad game, and everyone hated them for it, even though they had like 3 years apart to see that the Avengers game didn't do well. So why would they do that for their... Anyway, superhero games are just not made the same way that they used to be made. Also, there were a lot more movie tie-in games, so we got games for the first every single Avengers
phase
film.
One of
every single one of those movies got a game.
And the Hulk one fucking sucked. I remember when that shit came out, dude. I was like so excited.
That was the next Hulk game after Ultimate Destruction.
Yeah, and it was literally just like the same game, but everything was just worse. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't played it since it came out, which maybe I should, like, if I find it, I might like try it again
for a second.
But like, yeah, I remember it not being good at all, and it really bummed me out.
Yeah, same thing with I remember liking that. So bear in mind, in 2008, you either had the new consoles like the 360 or the PS3, or even the Wii, or you were like me and were dirt cheap, poor, and still played the PS2 that you had since you were like, in 2003, 2004. So a lot of the games, the superhero games that I played were the PS2 versions, and I happened to like the PS2 version of the first Iron Man game because you got to fly and shoot missiles and switch between lasers and missiles and photon blasts. And I remember playing that the Incredible Hulk game, and I didn't grow up with Ultimate Destruction, so I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I get why David thinks that I understand why this is his favorite superhero, but if I had only known how wrong I was.
That game is the reason why Hulk was my favorite for so long.
Yeah.
Because that game was so fun and nothing else was even remotely that good.
No. I mean, I was also just the kind of kid you were. You were just very smashy.
Like I said, you could destroy buildings and like play baseball with civilians.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was very...
Just fucking charge up your punch and just fucking blast them into the water.
Yeah, you just pretend it was a kid from school, and then they'd skip across the water.
Dude, the sound it makes when you grab people is like... It's like it sounds like their bones just like smash as soon as you grab them. But they were like screaming like
like even if you let them go, the damage would still be so far like irreparable that like they wouldn't be able to live a normal life anyway.
Yeah, dude, you can even kick them. Like there was if you hit like 2 buttons, you would like do a punt kick, and like sometimes when you like pet them, they would like run away, and then I'd run after them and just punt kick them. They go flying into a wall and die.
Crazy.
It was so
I mean, you could only assume they would die because this was obviously not rated M. So even if they died, they would have had to explode into like a burst of...
No, they just like lay down and then they just like vanish.
Yeah,
and disappear.
That's how a lot of NPCs operated back in 2008, 2007 or 8. Something like that. But it's crazy shit, man. And I
love that game. I should put that higher on my list actually. But no, it's fine.
No, it's
because I have very good games in my top 7 or whatever.